Hello there, lovely ones. How are you doing today? I say this in all honesty, feeling quite antsy today. It's a very important day for so many different reasons, and it felt really important just to come on and do a little live stream and to offer the opportunity to bring in grace. Now, I feel quite toxic myself today, which is quite interesting. In the house, we have sadness, and we also have excitement and sense of achievement. So there's 3 of us in the house at the moment. I was just checking in with everybody to see how they're feeling, because obviously if we tie in today to the fact that it is the Remembrance Day of the end of the Second World War. I thought it was the First World War, but it's actually the Second World War. So the 11th of the 11th, the 11th is also a portal of energy. And I'm just going to read a little bit from Susanna, my teacher's invitation to connect with her at 6 p.m. today UK time, because she's going to be doing a more deep and full meditation, which is the 11-11 alignment to bring in unity, truth and freedom for all. So what she's mentioned is it's, you know, the 100-year anniversary since the end of World War II. Also, Trump, Putin and Macron and other world leaders are getting together to celebrate and negotiate peace today. Plus, members of the ET UFO community are gathering in Washington, D.C. and leading a global meditation for full disclosure. So for those of you who are like, what, aliens? The idea here is that we're moving into a greater understanding of this planet and humanity and what it means to be divine humans. And in a way, I'm a kind of bridge between the work that Susanna does and I think the mainstream consensus and the mainstream understanding of this planet and the third dimensional matrix, which basically is the fear-based paradigm that so many of us live in. And anytime we tap into the mainstream media, we are feeding into that an institution. So that is representative of the 3D paradigm. Also, what happens on every year on November the 11th is the Earth aligns with the galactic center and the star system Sirius. So the galactic center and the star system Sirius, it's called the 11-11 gateway. At this time, it's easier than ever to connect with the ascended beings and ascended worlds to receive the codes of our own personal and planetary ascension. So we have a great opportunity to raise ourselves and our beloved Mother Earth into a higher, more graceful ascension timeline. And what does that mean? That means clearing the density, clearing the difficult emotions, clearing all the things that either are within us bubbling up that we see around us, or as we clear our own energy, we feel around us what hasn't been processed yet. We're all going through this. There is no getting away from it, okay? We are all going through a deep purging as we lighten the frequency of this planet, as we move out of the dense energies that come from being in trauma, being in shock, being in pain. And that cycle, those cycles of pain have been recreated for a very long time, but the First and Second World War were instigators of this time of darkness at this current time. Obviously, we've had the Middle Ages, we've had lots of different times in our history, the start of patriarchy, you know, some 6,000, 11,000 years ago, depending on what you're kind of timing it by. But essentially, we're moving from a place where this planet was a place for liberation. It was a place that was meant to be a living library for all beings in this universe, whether you believe that or not, to be able to coexist in one place as a living library. And because it was also a planet of free will, that meant that other beings within our universe and multiverse that did not like the idea of this being a living library and had other ideas, came and created a system of control and dominance. And we have been evolving out of that. So I think Star Wars, the Star Wars movies, if you've ever watched them, really explain this kind of interplay between duality and oneness and needing to come back into oneness. So if you imagine the source of all that is, or God, or creator energy, whatever you want it to be, is really unified consciousness. Okay, it's when there is no conflict. There is just an acceptance of all that is, even if it seems contradictory, and it blends into oneness. In order for that oneness to be understood, it almost needs to create separation and duality to know what oneness isn't. And that's the period we've been in humanity's history over the last however many thousands of years. Even back to the ancient civilizations, so the Lemurians and the Atlanteans and so on and so forth. So now we're coming into this amazing time where the cosmic party is now here today on this planet. And it's exciting because as we awaken to this idea that we can either stay in internal conflict and see that mirrored around us, all around us, or we can work with our own energy and clear the density within us, and therefore bring unified consciousness into our own energy field. That is when we'll start to be able to see it around us. So as I'm saying this, my energy feels like it's clearing as well, because I've just been feeling quite sort of snappy and grotty and just frustrated. There's a lot for me to get done today, and I want to rest today. So these are the conflicts within me of like having lots to do and wanting to, you know, really honor what my body wants and needs, which is just some rest time. And so in recognizing that and not trying to fight it and get resistant, I can bring in more love and more acceptance to it. The sadness that's in the house, the excitement that's in the house, to me really starts to talk more about all the feelings that would have existed post-war. So hello everybody, hello Hope, hello Mark, hello Shahana, hello Alejandra. You know, we would have post-World War, think about it, how would you be feeling? The war's over, yay! And then on the other hand, we've lost loved ones, we've got cities to rebuild, we're still on rations. There's a sense of what now? So I would imagine that every human emotion actually was probably part of this post-war time period, in terms of the elation, the relief, the joy, the excitement of what's to come, and also the deep grief and the frustration of all of the destruction that has been created through, you know, through what? I mean, what is war about? This is where I get really angry. It's like, what is it about? Silly boys basically waving their willies around. That's what it seems like to me, going, I've got one that's bigger than yours and I need to control you to feel safe. And, you know, that's this time period that it's about, you know, the fact that it has been a patriarchal time. It has been men, led by men. And that this, as women, really leads to the frustration of, can we not find another way? So as women are clearing their own toxicity as well, there is a forgiveness that needs to occur, both towards the masculine and also towards the feminine within us, because it's not just about the boys. Hello, Jan, lovely to see you. So we're going to just do a little bit of a grace clearing today. But what I invite you to do is just to not censor any feelings that are going on today. There is an opportunity for us to do some really deep collective clearing, and I'm going to keep it short because I have got a client at 2 o'clock. So I'm going to go straight into it now. If you have got crystals, then you can grab those crystals now, and I'm going to invite you just to connect with me, and we're going to do a planetary healing that is also going to be a personal healing. So this is in honor of Remembrance Sunday. It is in honor of these blinking wars coming to an end. Just remembering, though, that there is so much trauma that is still carried in our cellular memory as a result of those wars. And what we want to be doing at this stage is clearing every pregnant woman and every baby. And also, hello, Gina, everybody that is going to be coming forward to this planet from now on, we want to be making sure is getting the clarity and the freedom to move beyond the actual trauma that has been inherited in our cellular memory. So this is my focus today. Okay, so sitting tall, allowing yourself a moment, just close your eyes. I really am going to try and keep this to 10 minutes, but you know me, it might be 15, it might be a little longer. So allowing yourself to rest in your heart. And allowing yourself to breathe deeply into your heart, acknowledging whatever emotions are present within you. You are deeply loved, you are deeply accepted, and you are deeply appreciated anyway. And as we slow our out-breath down, we can start to see this little spark of light within our hearts become a beam of light, moving down our bodies and up our bodies at the same time. And this beam of light connects down to your earth chakra, just below the surface of the earth. And it also moves up through the crown of your head, all the way up to the sun. And our sun carries us through to the center of the galactic sun, which ties us up into the connection with Sirius and the alignment with the Sirius star. This ties into the Lionsgate portal as well, the work we were doing before. So we're able to really anchor fifth dimensional frequencies through today's practice. And I'm inviting you to activate your earth chakra. So just say to me, say it out loud 3 times. I am the one self I am. I am all that is. I am that I am. Activate, activate, activate my earth chakra. Purify, purify, purify my earth chakra and my connection to the ascending earth paradigm. I'm inviting you now just to send your love around the planet. So from your earth chakra, just imagine love and acceptance hugging the whole world, so spreading across the planet. And we're going to call in divine grace straight away. So let's just bring the architecture in. Imagine yourself in a sphere of compassion and make this sphere as big as the room that you're in or the house that you're in. Remember, it's a holographic sphere, and if you look at the walls of the sphere, each wall of the sphere has trillions of little spheres spinning on their own axis. And within this sphere is your star tetrahedron, or your diamond shape, depending on what your light body looks like right now. So either like a six-pointed star or a diamond shape within the sphere. Your physical body is within this diamond shape or star tetrahedron. And this is us getting energetically aligned. I invite you also now to imagine a sphere of compassion around the planet. Okay, so we're going to call in divine grace, and divine grace is the soft pink flame that comes through to allow us to easily let go of what no longer serves us. So all of the trauma that is here. So just repeat after me. I am unity consciousness. I am source consciousness. I am the source of my creations and the creator of my reality. I am a multidimensional being of love and light. I am sovereign. I am creator. I am free. I am aligning with Earth's ascension timeline. I am surrendering my personal will to my divine will. I am embodying my higher self for my divine design timeline. I am welcoming divine grace into me and through me. I am willingly releasing all the collective and personal trauma that I hold within my cellular memory, relating to the First and the Second World Wars. And I command a complete and irreversible release from my cellular, molecular, atomic, subatomic memory, and waves and particles of my quantum field and photon stream. From my pranic body, emotional and mental bodies, astral body, divine blueprint template, celestial and causal bodies, in all dimensions of my being and all directions of time. And I command this release process continues until completion. Okay. So the visual is we create a sphere of compassion in front of our faces, which will grow as much as it needs to grow, to contain everything within us. And as we release from our being into the sphere, everything that is to be released, you can imagine that the same thing is happening for the planet. And it's being released out of the planet, so out of all of humanity and out of the planet's physical memory. into the sphere of compassion that is surrounding the planet right now. So we're doing a double release. As we release for ourselves, we are inviting the release for all of humanity and for our planet. So when you're ready, call in divine grace. So you just say 3 times, I am divine grace, I am divine grace, I am divine grace. And feel that soft pink light flow through your body into your earth chakra, around the planet, back up through the center of the planet. And in so doing, push it up through your body and into the sphere in front of you. So you're creating an invitation before we bring the toxic stuff out. So we're filling the sphere in front of us with grace. And we're also allowing the grace sphere around the planet to be energized. And as you connect to the crystalline grid, which is when we send our love and light around the planet, everything that's not in resonance with divine grace will now gently float out of the planet and out of us into the sphere in front of us. So just give you a little bit of time to do that. As you're moving grace through you into the sphere in front of you, pulling with it is everything that's out of alignment with grace. So anything that wants to stay stuck, any sadness, any grief, any anxiety and stress, anger, frustration, guilt, blame, and shame, pain of every form, physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual crisis. How could God let something like this happen? When we look at the conditioning around religion and what we do in the name of the Almighty, it breaks my heart. Just allowing the release of everything that is ready to be released, that blocks our joy, blocks our true expression, blocks us from remembering who we truly are. Just allow it to be purged to the sphere. Know that the divine grace is constantly flowing, so whatever's coming out with it, it's like when you run a tap until it runs clear. So if you've had a water blockage and then the water comes back on, it'll be kind of murky for a while until it clears. And that's what we're doing. We're just pushing the grace through, or flowing the grace through into the planet, through our earth chakra, and feel it as it moves around the planet and back up through the center, that the center of Mother Earth, the ascending earth paradigm, means that there's a glowing ball of soft pink light right in the center of the earth that's kind of expanding and expanding and expanding. And so it's pushing through and out everything that isn't aligned with grace. It's moving up to the earth's surface and out into the sphere of compassion that is ready to contain it. Beautiful. And as we've got the grace flowing through us as well, release of all of this challenging emotion and trauma and all the ways we self-harm in order to stop ourselves feeling the pain. So all the numbing out activities we do to stop ourselves feeling the collective unprocessed pain. Just allowing all of that to be released too. And just seeing that from every baby in every womb, and every baby that's out in the world today, and in fact every couple that's thinking about having a baby. So I want to influence the sperm and the eggs of every human being on this planet to release the trauma, the memory of trauma, from the cellular, molecular, atomic, subatomic memory, waves and particles of the quantum field and photon stream in all dimensions of our being and all directions of time. Commanding this process continues until completion. Beautiful. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Okay, so now as you look at the sphere in front of you, you should have now a ball of spinning soft pink light. And as we look at the planet and the sphere of compassion around the whole planet, there's this humming vibration of soft pink light. And this soft pink light, it's love light. It's transmuted already the trauma into grace. It's all there. It's grace. So grace is the power of revelation. Grace is gifts freely given without needing to have earned them. So divine blessings constantly flowing to us all. Every need we have being met. Oh, feel that. Feel that. Feeling each of us touched by the divine. The true divine, not the made up idea of a punishing and judgmental God. Awakening the I Am presence within each and every heart of all the human beings on this planet. And seeing each of us as acupuncture needles of love light feeding grace to the planet. Okay, so I'm just going to anchor this frequency before we pull it in so that it's feeding our roots. So just feeling the frequency around the planet, the purging that has been transmuted already into grace in the sphere in front of our hearts. Just repeat after me. Anchor, lock and seal. Recalibrate, align. Balance and harmonize. For graceful and gentle. Integration, expression and manifestation in my physical reality. And so it is, and so it shall be. Okay, so the sphere in front of your heart, or in front of your face, please move it down and push it and flow it into your heart. So it's now informing every system in your body to align with divine grace. Just breathe it into your heart center, breathe it into your chest. Through your nervous system, your endocrine system, your cardiovascular system, every system of your body, including your bones, vibrate with the frequency of grace. Beautiful. Feel that anchor into your earth chakra. And now I'm inviting you to pull in the sphere of compassion that is around the planet, and to just move that energy into the earth's crust and even further down to the earth chakra of every human being on this planet, to activate our earth chakras with divine grace. That's beautiful. So you see the whole planet light up from the inside with this soft pink light. Wow, yeah. And the heart of Gaia is pulsing with grace. And we're calling in our star family and our soul family. All the beings, the ascended masters, the beings that support us in awakening the consciousness on this planet. We invite full disclosure. We invite the remembrance of who we truly are. We invite peace into the hearts and minds and bodies and souls of every being on this planet, so we can truly bring peace to earth again through the way we are. We get to experience co-creating in the physical reality as conscious co-creators of our existence. We lead the way and show others to do it. That's the beauty of this planet. When we're non-physical, we can co-create, but we're non-physical. It's not the same. So we get to experience co-creating in density. That's what this planet is here for. And we command the restoration of the divine blueprint of Mother Earth, the paradise codes, for the highest good of all, and so it is, and so it shall be. So we call on our star family to create a grid of light around us. This whole planet is protected. And that peace can reign supreme. I command this process continues until completion on behalf of all humanity, all sentient beings in this universe, the animal kingdom, the mineral kingdom, and all the plants and the trees, the oceans, every physical aspect of this beautiful, beautiful planet. Anchor, anchor, anchor. Recalibrate, align, balance and harmonize. For graceful and gentle integration, expression, and manifestation in my physical reality, in all dimensions of my being and all directions of time. And so it is, and so it shall be. Well done. Just slowly starting to deepen your breath. Breathing that beautiful grace into every cell of your being. Honoring all of the ancestors, all of our elders, everyone who's been through this journey, everyone who lived to tell the tale and everyone who didn't. Just offering grace to all. And slowly coming back. Well done. So deepen your breath. And remember today that whatever feelings are coming up, hello everyone, wow. Hi Martin, hi Gwen, hi Frank, my goodness, Frank, Ian, hello, Susie, lovely. So there is a lot to clear. And the divine grace ball or flame or sphere of compassion just allows us every time we're feeling into this to be able to create a sphere, breathe whatever feelings are going on around this theme into the sphere and keep loving it up. So if you have loved ones, if you have grandfathers, grandmothers, great-grandfathers, etc., who died in the war or who were influenced negatively, as so many of us were, but maybe were injured or died afterwards because of the injuries, so you can really allow yourself to place them in the sphere and give them the benefit of this divine grace. So we're in an energy portal today. It is very phenomenal energy. Even just through doing this process with you, I feel much better, to be honest. So if anyone's got any feedback, anyone would like to share, then please do in the comments. But do give this opportunity one where you can keep doing the healing today. So anyone that comes to mind, put them in a sphere of love. Just channel that grace. It's flowing through you. So you just open your heart and you just put it into the sphere. And then once that you've kind of loved them up, if you like, because that's what you're doing, is just loving up the trauma. Send the sphere up through the sun so it can go up through the galactic center and all the way up to Sirius. And, you know, whether this is all just a little bit too woo-woo for you or not, we know we're living on a planet that has a lot of unprocessed emotions through the human beings, the collective that is here. So if you know you want to do some deeper work than this, then please get in touch with me and we can arrange a breakthrough call for you. And remember that emotional and mental detox is how you clear your pain body so that you can then also access the pain in your physical body and clear that too. And if you do have any chronic pain, including autoimmune illnesses, diseases, then remember this is the body attacking itself, because the cloud is so full of trauma, so the emotional mental body is so full of trauma that the hard drive, which is the physical body, just can't cope anymore. So we need to clear the cloud, clear the hard drive, reset it, and then operate with a different operating platform, the Thrive Paradigm platform. And that's what you get in touch with me for. Love you loads. Take a good one. Take a good one. Have a good one. Lots of love. Namaste.